You've been on self-improvement for months now. All you visualize is your goals and desires. You congratulate yourself on all the progress you're making, but everyone else doesn't seem to notice. You continue to work harder and harder, chasing the validation from your family members and friends, but still they're not as enthusiastic as you think they should be. When you bring up your achievements, they might ask you a question about the things you've been doing. There's something about the question, though, that feels more like critique than genuine interest. You might stutter during the delivery of your answer. You failed the test. This feeds perfectly into the first tip, which is speak about yourself with confidence. People are testing you subconsciously. So these people in your life are not mindfully thinking, oh, I'm going to test him right now, or something like that. No, but when they do ask you these questions, they're listening for how you respond. If you respond in a timid way, deep inside their primal mind, they subconsciously say, oh, he's still the same fun-loving kid. Or, this is just a phase. He's not being serious. You can't not be confident about yourself when you're speaking about yourself or your aspirations or your future goals. You must speak with enthusiasm and unfaltering belief, bro. If you want an in-depth guide on this, I'll leave a link to How to Win Friends and Influence People in the description, bro. One of the best books literally ever written, and it gives an in-depth guide on how to win people to your way of thinking. So go down in the description if you want to pick that up for yourself. All right, so the next tip is specifically when dealing with the people that are still living in the same household as you, but it's to outwork their expectations. You see, most people have expectations for you. However, if you're on self-improvement, and you're trying to go far in life, most likely those expectations fall short of what you expect from yourself. Your expectations for yourself are higher than anyone else has set for you. So working off the first example a little bit, maybe, it's your family member, your parent, maybe it's, your sibling, but they think you're going through a phase right now. They don't think you're really serious about the things you're talking about, right? Well, if you want to earn some of their respect, you have to prove them wrong. You have to show them that you're taking this seriously and that you mean what you're talking about. This doesn't happen overnight, though. You might wake up at 5 a.m. 3 nights in a row. Good job, but that's not going to convince a family member that has seen you binge eat and play video games for the past 10 years. They might notice that, yeah, they might tell you good job, but deep inside, they still think you haven't changed. They're not convinced that you're a different person. Remember, you know what's changed because you know what's going on inside your mind, but these people don't know that. You have to show them through your actions. So instead of waking up at 5 a.m. for 3 days in a row and bragging about it and smearing it in everyone's faces, just casually start waking up a little bit earlier every morning. A little bit earlier, a little bit earlier. And then eventually you'll be at 5 a.m. You'll be at that comfortable time to where you're happy with the time you're waking up and you're being productive. Again, no bragging, just waking up at that ideal time to where you're waking up early and you're getting that work done. If you're really trying to show someone you mean business, though, that means being the first one to wake up in the household. Eventually, people in your family will start to notice this, and they'll ask questions. If they ask how long you've been doing this thing, just casually tell them and act like it's no big deal. You'll get approved from this 100%. But even if not, bro, you'd be doing this anyway, right? Getting outside validation is just a bonus for us. It feels good, yes, but it's just a bonus. We'd be doing this stuff anyway. Again, our third tip kind of plays off the last one, which is show, not tell. What I mean by this is don't go out into the world blasting your aspirations and goals like it's a new hit rap song. This might be me being brutally honest, but people just don't like to hear about all the great things that you're doing. Most of the time, it's not necessarily because they don't like or love you. It's just because they'd much rather start talking about the things that they care about and the things they've done. You'll notice this. If you start talking a lot about yourself, someone might come in immediately after and start talking about the things they did. And it makes you feel worse because you want them to dive into the things that you just did and ask them all kinds of questions because you want to get this off your chest. But you have to understand that they too want to talk about the things they've done. Again, Dale Carnegie talks about this a lot in How to Win Friends and Influence People. Link in the description, bro. Again, I'm not sponsored by this, so I'm just trying to provide you value, bro. Link in the description if you want to pick it up. If you really want to show somebody that you've changed, bro, just show them through your actions. People will over time begin to notice that. They will see that you have changed. Just takes time. If you do these good habits over time, people inevitably have to see the new you, bro. The last step I have for you, man, is just continue doing what you're doing. I know you don't want to hear that, but honestly, bro, it just takes time for this kind of stuff. These people in your household have seen you play video games, binge eat. They've seen you do all these bad habits your entire life. You're not going to convince them that you've changed in 3 days, a week, 2 months even. Continue doing the good habits and quitting the bad ones, and eventually people will have to see that you have changed. This kind of stuff just takes time. Again, these people have seen you be doing these bad habits for so long. If you were in their position, you'd be the same way, man. You'd be the same way. Trust me. You really can't blame them for not changing their minds so quickly. My name's Charlie. I'm a homeschool sports player and entrepreneur on self-improvement. Much love to you, bro. If I helped you with anything, consider subscribing. If I didn't help you, please do not. Keep grinding, bro, and people will inevitably have to notice you.